man's life of what his thoughts make of it. Marcus Aurelius. One of the keys I found for I have to control my thoughts. The way I control them is by not controlling them, but dictating the direction they go. See, it's one thing to have positive thinking, but it's another thing to put the work in, to put the positive thoughts in. It's an amazing energy in this world, the universe, and it's a positive energy that is more powerful people give it credit for. When you define in your life exactly what it is you want, not what you think you should have, could have, would love to have, would love to be, but absolute certainty, open a space with a crazy heart, a crazy vision, no limitation. Why have any limitation? And allow that thought to enter your mind. Thought that feels so good that you embrace it with a smile, almost saying to yourself, imagine if I could. Imagine if that happened. And allowing yourself to imagine and allowing in a space for that to be created. Why not? Why not me? And then putting the work in and I aming the hell out of that thought. And to be real with yourself, to have the consciousness of why not. Because the reality is we're going to want to step back into reality. And ultimate success for you comes when you become unrealistic. Be unrealistic. Realistic people live in a realistic world. A realistic world is where the majority live. Be unrealistic and create such massive I ams, positivity. Put in the words together that you make your consciousness, that you tell your subconscious mind that you are something that you're becoming, that you are today. I am. But we must create a space to allow those thoughts to work through. For me, my greatest moments come in the quiet times. Once my day gets rolling, when everybody's awake around me, with things like cell phones, seeing patients, I mean, we're rolling, man. It's like they're coming at you. Questions, thoughts, ideas, struggles, bonds. But in the early wee hours of the morning and later at night, where I become. It's where the I am exists. So while the space is created, create the vision of where we're headed, of what we are today. Create that unrealistic thought that the majority will never know I am having because they can't handle it. But it's my truth, and that's all that matters. So, what is your truth? What is your journey? What's an unrealistic thought? And it may be things of this world, things that you know would create more freedom, whether it's being debt free, making more money, investing more, buying real estate, losing weight, spending more time with your kids, spending more time with your spouse, traveling, things that a lot of times people say, I can't, I don't have time. But why are there many that can? It's because they have allowed a space to create, to be, to inspire growth. We must find time in our life to inspire the thoughts, the creation to come through us, to become something that at one time we could never imagine. But then we had that moment. We allowed time to imagine, be a little crazy. One of the greatest comments I've received from people is you're crazy. I like that comment. Be a little crazy to create things that you personally can look back and go, holy shit, I can't believe I did that. And when you're alone in this space, and you hear those little voices, you realize ultimately you're not alone. There's a greater spirit walking with you every day. If you allow that in, that power from within to control your life and not let those outside voices control it, your life will never be the same again. And you'll wake up someday and realize the life you're living, you didn't even think about. We couldn't even think that big. And when those doors start opening, you realize even how much bigger it can be. And you start to embrace that world. You start to live in that world. You find an abundance that is so beautiful and peaceful. You're never going back. Build it.